What's good, y'all? So for the past like 2 months, but like more heavily in the last month, it's like I've been in the dating world. Now, this video is just going to be a bunch of thoughts and observations that I've gathered during my field research. For me, I'm a scientist in different ways. I'm a scientist where everyone should be playing, and I play around where everyone's serious. I'm a contrarian. That's just what I do. So some people take the dating world, male and female, way too seriously. Y'all take the dating world way too seriously. Now, me, I am very big on dating apps because I'm a hermit. I don't frequent the places that most regular people go. It's just not what I do. And wherever I do go, I don't see nobody. So it is what it is. So I utilize dating apps as my bait, as my tool. When I go fishing, everyone has their type of bait. They have their tool, they have their rod, they have their boat, or they have their dock that they sit at. Well, my dock is the dating apps. You could go to the clubs, you can go to the bars, you can go to the art museums, you can do all this type of stuff. Me personally, I like to do it like this because I have all the control that women have. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But my overall view on dating these days, I like it. Dating is fun. There's a reason for that. For me, dating is still brand spanking new for me. I have never dated in my through college. I was in a relationship for all 4 years plus a year after that, so 5 years. Got all heartbroken, sad, and okay, whatever. 3 years, where I was by myself, alone in it, and then got into another relationship for about a little less than a year. Another healing period, and now I'm back out here. You feel me? It's like one of the things I've noticed about myself is when it comes to singleness, men and women alike want to end their singleness. So they'll just catch a body real quick, or they'll just lock it down with someone for a few weeks, a few months, just so they're not lonely. I think that's emotionally manipulative. That's kind of like a messed up thing that I've been able to notice. But I use my singleness to build myself, to heal myself. I have never had a rebound because I don't have any purpose for it. What do I need a rebound for? No, it's time for me to sit down, recover, heal, and grow for the next one. I like to move from relationship to relationship. I know that's something that's kind of broken in my head, but that's just what I've been, trained in this relationship dating world. So that's just another piece of my mindset, which is why I give myself like a C+ rating as a dating coach. All right. I do not have a 5-star review on Yelp. Because in this dating world, most of us call dating who we're smashing tonight. That's just what young people call dating. You're not dating, you're just hunting. There's a difference. Relax. And some of y'all ladies want to be hunted. All right. Y'all would like to play the sport. So there's like the dating where it's like you want a committed relationship, and there's the sport. AKA who are you knocking back tonight, or who are you letting hit? That's just how this world works. But in the dating world, they're all mixed together. And of course, there's filters and all this type of stuff, but people have to use different angles to get to what they want. Ladies and gentlemen need to understand that. If you have an app that says, I'm just here for being friends, okay, why are you on a dating app then if you want friends? You better go to a Comic-Con convention. You better go, you better go to a food festival or something if you want friends. You're on a dating app looking for friends? What does that mean? You looking for a friend, all right? You just looking for a friend you can call up at 2 o'clock in the morning, come through and lay something down real quick. That's what kind of friends you're looking for on a dating app. Speaking of which, once again, this is where we're having this conversation from a male-centric standpoint. Ladies, y'all are your own worst enemies when it comes to dating apps sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all can sit there and have pictures and no information about yourself, and you're going to have a whole thing full of men that want to talk to you. Very simple. The dating app world is the woman's universe. It's like, that's y'all's game. Y'all literally are the gatekeepers here. But then, one of the things that I've noticed is when you don't play the game that the woman's used to. Women will always say, for example, what makes them sound better. Some of them just say, hey, I'm just looking for some dick. I'll be like, shit, you bold, but hey, at least they know. Everybody that wants that, hey, there you go. Try your luck. But I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And you say the same shit. This is how quickly you realize women don't have to try that hard on apps. They really don't. Because when you're up here long enough, you see people say the same shit. You can tell people Google what to put on these things. It's hilarious. I'm like, so you want an individual man, somebody that's different, unique, funny, not boring, but you can't even go through the effort of Googling something unique. You know, it's like this is the mindset I'm coming into with things. I'm like, you want the world from me, but you have put so little effort in. You didn't even make a profile that's like authentic and genuine to yourself. Then you show up to dinner, you more than like, I'm not gonna let you pay for it, but nevertheless, it's like you didn't even pay for none of this. And you still got the nerve to be like, I'm the prize here. No, you're really not. You are an expense. You know, return on investment. You want more assets versus liabilities. When men are putting all this quote money into, you know, some dudes are doing too much. That's just simple. But like, you know, when we're just paid for the day, I don't care if it's a $10 total bill for tea. It's like, okay, what's the return on investment? For me, it's like, I'm cool with being a friend. You know, that's the crazy part of me. I know, mind blowing. I could be friends with the opposite sex. Crazy, I know. But it's like when you get to this point, when some men are really going all out for you, when some men really playing out like a 3-stage date and you don't do nothing for it, I'm not even saying like you have to give it up. I'm just saying like, damn, don't be rude to the person that literally planned out everything that you just asked for, and then you go give it up to Chad or Tyrone just because you know that you got their number. So this dude's putting in all this effort to really make a good impression with you. And you're like, oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. That was cute. But, oh my God, Chad and Tyrone, they're calling me. They sent me an eggplant and I just knew what time it was. So when the man gives you a bunch of effort, he's ignored. And once again, we're talking about the lower quality of individuals here. He gets ignored. But Chad and Tyrone that sends you an eggplant, peach, squirt emoji, you all the way in his bed. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that makes no sense to me. You know, I see it and I get why it all happens. I'm just like, damn, what about the young dude that doesn't know the rules yet? That's what I think about all the time. Like I said, I'm a contrarian. So if you tell me you want to be friends, you like the nice guys, that means I'm going to just pick at you. I'm going to joke you, right? There was one, you know, and once again, I didn't even meet this girl. It was just something I was just bored and I just did. Once again, lower self type of stuff. But like, she was like, one of her things that actually made me interested in her was like, yo, I wish we could just have like some type of communications and interactions that don't lead to sex or aren't driven by sex. Her next 2 pictures are ass pic and underboob pic. So I'm like, so wait, hold up. So you don't want the conversation to be sexual, but I can see your titties, I can see your nipples through the shirt, and you got your ass all up in the screen. I still don't know what you look like, but I know what your ass looks like. Like, I'd be like, yo, sweetie. And once again, young girl type of stuff. You know, so I was just bored. I'm like, so this is how you want to have a non-sexual conversation. In my, oh, you one of those. And in my head, I'm like, wow. So that got the conversation started. Instead of, hey, beautiful, how you doing? Hey, how are you doing today? Don't get me wrong. I'm Southern. So I like to greet myself or like introduce myself with a formal introduction. Hello, how are you? Hello, Stacy. How are you today? Oh, I'm great. Thank you for asking. Let's get into the conversation. These days, especially you young girls out there, if we show you manners, that's boring. That's strange to me. That's one of the things where I feel like I'm too old for this game already. Hey, how are you? Ill, boring. Where's your dad joke? Where's your pickup line? I have neither one of those, sweetheart. Hello, how are you? Ill. Oh my God. You know what, man? Please, go. You know what I'm saying? You gonna walk into my parents' house with a pickup line? Like, nah, like who raised some of y'all? That's just what I'm wondering. You know, it's like a lot of you young girls out there, once again, girls, women, queens, goddesses, you know, boys, men, kings, gods, okay? A lot of you little girls out there, you could be a 27, 28-year-old little girl. You know, y'all think that y'all are ready to be wives. Some of y'all know you ain't, and y'all just out here doing what you do. I appreciate you more so than the people that say, oh, I'm wifey material, I'm this and that. Treat me like the queen I am. I will. But you got to prove to me that you're a queen, because I don't believe it in this dating world. You know, it's like, treat me like the queen I am. So you do know the queen has a bunch of responsibilities in the kingdom, right? Some of y'all act like y'all want to be princesses, but y'all don't want to be queens. That's something that I've noticed. Y'all want to be princesses. My little princess, my little daughter one day will be spoiled to death. Of course, you will understand the value of a dollar, assuming the dollar still exists. They still appreciate the value of a hard day's work and stuff like that in their own right. Sure. But some of y'all think you're ready for queens. You want to be a prince, and you really want to be a princess. I want to be spoiled. I want to be... Well, you got to give me a reason to spoil you. And y'all just think being pretty is enough. Some of y'all really do. And then y'all will say, one of my favorite things that I see on dating apps the most is don't be boring. Say less. Let's go talk about the cosmos. Let's go talk about the beginning of our birth. Let's go... Where you at? And then I come back down to earth and I see that I lost you 10 minutes ago. You feel me? It's like, wait, so don't be boring. What do you want to talk about? Bottomless mimosas with your girls, hiking, pizza, and beer? Like, no, that's not what I get down with. See, a lot of the younger girls especially, they don't understand what real men are. A lot of these women are still coming from college mindset where they can get into every party for free. Dudes are kissing the ass just simply because they're girls. You know, it is what it is. So that's a mindset that some of them have to break out of. You know, but when you date at different age brackets, I feel like it might almost be maybe backwards for women dating younger men. But speaking from a male-centric standpoint, it's like you feel the gaps. I may have said this before. But my age bracket, my dating bracket is 29 to 23. Okay? 23 is danger zone. That's where you get the most flakes. That's where you get the most girls that think that they're entitled to the world. But every once in a while, you find like a handful of good ones. Because once again, they're young. They're still doing this. It's like, hey, look, I ain't here to mold you. What's the word? Groom you or whatever. I'm not here to do all that, but I can really teach you up if you want me to. It's like, are you ready to learn? Sure. But then it's like, it's almost like talking to a hyper-ass child because they're on to the next thing so quick because boom, 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 boom. That's what their lives are, especially if they're college educated. If you come from college, you're used to that go, go, go mentality, and you bring that same go, go, go mentality to the dating world, it's going to be crazy. And these are going to be the same women that you see 4 months later active on the app. When I took a whole 3-4 month break, they're still going to be up here saying how dating apps are trash. Slow your roll and understand that y'all don't know what the hell y'all want yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know yet. Women that have dated, they've gone through the ups and downs, they know. It's like, okay, look, this is what I'm looking for. Hey, look, we had a great conversation, but I'm done here. And of course, they usually word it nicer, at least in my conversations. But okay, peace, boom, on to the next. Some of y'all men will get that text, get that call, whatever. It says, hey, look, I'm done with you. And of course, they say it in a nicer way because half of y'all are sensitive as fuck. But it's like, when y'all get that, some of y'all lose your damn, what did I do wrong? Oh, this stupid bitch. Oh, she's a whore anyway. How'd you get to all that? Because she says she's not interested. You weren't interesting to her. Keep it moving. There's too many people, men and women out here, ladies. You know, like, for you to stop getting so hung up on one person. Some one person that you didn't even meet in real life yet. You know? But that's the thing that I can honestly say. This has been the, usually with each cycle, I do a little bit better. This has been the most dates I've been on in person. That is exhausting, number one. Let's just go ahead and think about that. But, you know, number two is sometimes y'all talk, men, you talk too damn much. You want to sit on the app and talk and text back and forth over and over and over. She has 12 different, let's just say a minimum of 12 dudes she can be talking to right now. She's actually talking to you. There's some type of like, not appreciation isn't the right word, but there's some type of observation that you need to make that says, okay, she got 12 dudes she could be talking to, but yet she's talking to me. Now, she just might be an attention hoe, where she needs attention from all these different people, and this butters her up and gives her a higher sense of status. Whatever, give it to her. But you stop playing the games as a man, and I do believe this is our job, to initiate the date. A lot of these girls, though, they always say, actually plan out a date. No. This is where I know you could seal the deal a lot easier, but this is where I'm just stubborn. No. The fuck, who are you? Like, why would I plan out a whole date if I don't know if I'm going to like you in the first 10 minutes? I'll plan out a second date, a third date, but the first date, we meet up for some tea. We meet up for some tea, a light lunch, you know, something like that. It's like, I'm not going to plan out like, we're going to go here, then we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to meet this person, we're going to do this, and then this. Yeah, we can do that when I actually like you and I feel like investing time into you. Return on investment, ROI. You feel me? For me personally, my ROI is different from most of y'all's. Some of y'all say, hey, if we ain't, hey, what we doing? What we doing? I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't giving it up, I ain't wasting my time with you. And okay, sure. I mean, that's a game you can play if that's what you want to do. But for me, it's like, okay, do I get emotionally or mentally stimulated when I speak to you? I can honestly say there's like I don't really like vibe too much with these all these sexual orientations. Like every time you get on a dating app, it's like first of all, let me go ruffle some feathers real quick maybe. But I find it strange when it says gender and it says new. There's a new gender? How the fuck is there a new gender? Male, female, X, 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 Y. That's all there is. Now, what you choose to call yourself, whatever. You know, I respect it, but in my own head, I'm like, you can call yourself what you want. Your DNA is going to tell you otherwise, but that's neither here nor there. You know, but I don't even care too much for all these sexual orientations. Like, but there's a couple that I've liked, sapiosexual, and I believe the term is demisexual. These are not sexual orientations. These are just things that you're really attracted to. But an argument can be made for both sides, whether it's like it's a real orientation or not. But it's like sapiosexual is someone that's really turned on by intellect. That's me. You can be drop dead gorgeous, but if you can't formulate like a new thought, if I can't see your brain thinking about the new information that I'm presenting to you, we ain't gonna have much. Like that's my instant turnoff. Like if you can't think of anything new, if you can't tell me something unique or something like, you know, unexpectedly funny or anything like that, like I can't keep up with you because I'm ready to go. And it's just like, come on. And then this is what frequencies are. Come on. Oh, nope. No, okay, I already lost you. We didn't even get started yet. You know, that's just what I noticed the most. But then also, I believe, I could be having this wrong. I might have to Google this myself. But it's like demisexual is someone that requires like a legitimate connection with somebody before getting intimate and that type of stuff. Maybe, I don't know. It's like maybe it's like I like to hold on to my celibacy like a chastity belt or something like that. But at the same time, I'm just like, I haven't found anyone that's even piqued my interest. You know, well, man, that's a lie. Maybe a couple. But nevertheless, it's like for the most part, it's like I know I would have to teach them everything, which is what I'm ready to do. But then on the other end of the spectrum, sometimes I'm always waiting for that woman that's just like 30 times more powerful than me. You know, and I'd be like, oh shit, yo, you can do all that crazy. Hey, yo, show me that real quick. Hey, teach me something. You feel me? Because like once my brain is stimulated, then I'm good to go. But it's just like sometimes it's like pulling teeth with some of you ladies out there. You know, it's like you'll say like I'll just shake things up about, yo, what would a new color look like? What would a new color look like? And I ask this question because there is no real answer. I just see how fast the hamster's running in there. And that's like one of my questions I ask, am I going to be interested in this individual or not? I have my own little swag to what I'm doing. There's a method to my madness. But like what I see is like invent a new color right now. Make up a new color. And then they say, how do you make up a new color? And they put zero effort into it. Well, I'll give them one last little try, but just try it. No, I don't know how you could do that. That pisses me off. Because like, yo, just try. I'm stimulating your brain. Go into that. And once again, I do this in context of the conversation. But that's one of my big turnoffs. If you don't know how to talk, if you don't know how to articulate yourself, if you don't know how to dig deep and think, you know, think more than like past what filter you're going to use on your Instagram picture today, it's like that's what gets me interested. I'm like, oh snap, and you sound like you're ready to go along with okay. You know, there's only actually I said a handful. There's only one person that interests me to that level, but that's one of those like it was just one of those young girls that I was just like, all right, we'll see what's going on later. You know what I'm saying? But what else is there while I'm going on this random rant? You know, let me circle back to something I may have said. I can't remember what I said at this point. But some of y'all need to really take your emotions away from the apps, especially from dating in general, but especially the apps. The women that I match with are relatively speaking of quote quality from what they present. So when they match with me, I'm like, okay, who did I match with? Okay, I see what I was thinking a couple days ago. Oh, I see what I was thinking last week. Okay, cool. And you progress with the conversation. Some of you men have no, what's the word, like respect for yourselves. Some of y'all get on the apps and what do y'all do? Right. And whoever matches me is who I'm going to talk to. That's a very sad way to live life. I'm just sorry. You just swipe right on everything and whoever likes me, likes me. Nah, when I'm shopping on dating apps, that's essentially what you're doing. A woman is marketing herself, usually with some titties involved. You know, a little bit like, oh, is this the low cut shirt I'm wearing? Like, I'd be like, oh God, it's so apparent. For me, like, dudes that know the dating game, you know what it is. You know what they're advertising. It's kind of like a little sneak to like, hey, I'm here for marriage, but like if you want to link up real quick, that's like the information that women are presenting in their pictures. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, I get it. But it annoys me because I don't put women on a pedestal in the way that y'all, well, I don't say y'all, but the way that simps do. I put women on a pedestal because they are supposed to be the creators, the nurturers, the 0 point of life on our planet. So why am I showing you more respect than your respect? Now, I'm not saying just because you're showing some skin, you're a whore. No. Some of y'all need to calm down with that. It's like, men, you want to show off your muscles, you want to show off your car, you want to show off the fish that you bought or that you caught, you want to show off this and that. That's the same thing as a woman showing off her physical beauty. It's the same thing. Get over it. Stop calling a woman that's physically attractive a hoe. Stop doing that. But, ladies, stop with the mixed signals. I want friends. Yeah, I just want some friends, to talk with and do morning breakfasts with. And I'd be like, stop. You look just as crazy as the dude crying about you showing off some skin. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's dudes out there that screenshot some of y'all's pictures, right? And what they use those pictures for, we ain't gonna talk about. But, but it's like, ladies, one thing that y'all need to understand is y'all need to reserve the power to say no. This is like, there are safeguards in my dating flow chart that protect me from the flaky ass little girls out there. Once again, it's like, hey, you want to go out sometime? Sure. Okay. For me personally, I either do it like same day, so there is no way to back out of it, or do it 2 days later. Usually 2 days later, but it depends on the way the conversation was going. But like 2 days later, because the following days, hey, we good? If you don't get a text back, I don't get ready for the date, which was a hilarious one. Like, so it's like I've went through in these couple of months, I've gone through literally the whole smorgasbord minus the sexual escalation. It's like I'm on the free version of the video game, right? Where it's like, meet up, like chat with some people, meet up with them. Cool. I've gone from 23 to I think there's a 27 or 28. But she just had too much baggage. I just wasn't with it. But it was like 23 to 28, right? I've got everything in between. I've got, some decent conversation. And then I got some of those that start off really great, but then just, they just trickled off. They just disappeared. I've gone on the dates with women. I've never been stood up, but I have anticipated the flakes. I've never been catfished, but I have run into the one where it's like the pictures are goddamn. I'm like, hey, yo. In person, it looks like a tire. Okay? Like, you feel me? That brings me to another point. And that's because this is going to be its own separate video. The ugly date. Okay? Some of y'all are very good at seeing the filters. Some of y'all are really good at reading through the makeup. But sometimes you just have to say, let's give it a shot. And sometimes that might blow up in your face. And you are now sitting across the table from someone that looks nothing like their pictures. This is not where, especially you men, where you get disrespectful and rude. Hey, yo, you ugly bitch. Yo, I ain't got time for this shit. You don't look nothing like... No, you don't do that. You appreciate something different with this. Now, this might be this might be for the people that are really struggling in the dating world, mind you. But this is just a piece of advice I got for you. This hour, that's usually what I will literally be like timing it myself. I'm like, all right, 1 hour, we out. But this hour is used for you to observe of a woman's demeanor, attitude, for some of you that can't like pick up on their physical cues and their choosing signals, this is the one that you do this with. You don't say, oh, this is where you see a woman that's bashful in your presence. This is where you see a woman that knows that she's wrong. Like they can feel that. They can be like, oh damn, yeah, he knows. He can see it. I can see it in his eyes. It's just like, all right, well, we're gonna have a nice little conversation then. But this is where you pay attention to that type of stuff because some of y'all are not used to that. So when you take that, you take those emotions, you take those observations with you on your journey. Stop looking at everything as a wasted time. Oh, this stupid ugly bitch wasted my time. No, that's an hour where you can learn a really valuable lesson that you're not going to get from these super pretty women unless you got the game that you so clearly lack. So learn about this feeling now and evoke that same emotion from the woman that you choose to target later on. You see what I'm saying? Learn from this experience instead of I'm here. She over here said that she was a fool, like she was this perfect being, and she come out here looking like a pistachio shell. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I said pistachio shell because I was on my desk at the moment. But nevertheless, it's like that's what y'all gotta do, ladies. I'm sorry. Like, this is where, like, the nurturing, I'm expecting y'all to be a little bit more nurturing when you got the ugly date. I don't know if y'all have too many of those. I can't speak for y'all's experiences. But if y'all have the ugly date, like, there's a man that pulls up that's not exactly what he advertised, then, I don't know, help him out a little bit more. Because you ain't going to do nothing with him anyway. You know that you ain't going to take him home. You know you ain't even going to let him have that little pity smash. You know what I'm saying? You just like, hey, look, guy, you said this and that. That's not right. For example, men that lie about their height. That is the men lying about their height is the equivalent of the big chick that only takes like headshots, selfies. When I don't care how beautiful your face is as a woman. I don't care how beautiful it is. If it's nothing but headshots, I assume you're fat. Now, I'm not here to fat shame and oh my God, you're fat phobic. No, I'm not attracted to high cholesterol and clogged arteries. Sorry. There's a difference between thick and fat. Yes, sweetie, you ate 2 dinners. You pulled the bill up to 150. Like, for a simple meal. I took you out to Subway. How did we spend $150? That's a joke. I will never take anybody to Subway. But nevertheless, it's like people be trying to hide themselves, and that's the funniest shit on dating apps. Hey ladies, I'm 6'7". Here's my non-photoshopped Lamborghini. Here's me in front of my friend's mansion. Yeah, so what's up? They pull in a bunch of girls that are attracted to their money, and then they're the same little dweeb that's on the internet saying women are hypergamous. They only want the rich guy. Well, you advertise yourself as such. Just as ladies advertise themselves as hoes, but oh my God, why are you not treating me with respect, sweetie? There's a difference between like showing some skin and then me knowing the whole map of your body. Like, I know how to navigate you already from some pictures. There's a difference out here. There's levels to this, Like, I had a friend that was like on the apps, like a female friend, and she showed me from time to time. I know I don't care too much about it, but just for research purposes. Like, I would see some of the shit that some of you men would send to women, and I'd be like, what made you think that was okay? You know what I'm saying? Once again, I know some people can see my message and be like, let's do mad boring. I'm in it for a completely different route. But like for y'all, like I'd be sitting here, I'd be like, yo, give me your phone. Nah, fam. But then right there, and then she threw you the oop, and then you still... You feel me? It's like, I want y'all to succeed so y'all can go live the life that is like that the piece of me wants to, but I know my higher self isn't going to let me. It's like, hey, you got purpose, and yours is waiting for you. Don't worry. You feel me? So in the meantime, I'm just learning. But for those of y'all out here that are ready to go out here in these streets, learn the rules. You don't walk into a hood without learning the rules of that neighborhood, that area. You know what I'm saying? You learn the rules of the dating app because ladies and gentlemen alike, some of y'all fail to realize that dating apps are a game. They are a game that can potentially get you a real life prize. Some of y'all don't get the prize because you suck at the game. Some of y'all need to take your emotions out of it and turn it into what it is. It's a game. You could buy it on the same place as Flappy Bird or freaking Temple Run. All right? It's a game. Play it or don't. Because one of the last things I'm going to end this off with is like the level of complaining on the apps. The apps have become a quote quote toxic place because of the people that use them. Common sense, I know. But a lot of people show up on the apps. Let's just say for Hinge, 3 pictures, 3 prompts. And 3 pictures, 3 prompts, and you spend 3 of your prompts talking about how stupid dating apps are. Who's gonna want to mess with you then? You receive what you put out. So if you put out, these apps are stupid, oh, I hate these fucking apps, oh, they're so dumb. Okay, well, they're dumb. What are you doing here? Play the game. It's like picking up the Call of Duty saying, I hate shooting games. Why are you playing it? That's like going to Sephora and saying, oh my God, I hate their brand of makeup. Why'd you go to Sephora then? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you here? You just show how negative you are. You just show that male or female, how much you about to be bitching in my life if I bring you into my life. You know what I'm saying? I know I said this is my last thing, but I'm just tangenting and pivoting. One girl I was talking to, this is the part that made it off the app. We were like going back and forth. We were supposed to meet twice, but one thing she had a seminar, the other time it snowed, Denver shit. And that kind of like dissipated the chemistry that we had. But while we were talking, it was one of those things that like, I was like, yeah, so why do you complain so much? Why do you let your stresses of your job like burn you out so much? Well, she said, if I don't complain, I'm going to melt down. I'm like, well, what does complaining do? It just puts you in a mad, like, angry state of, it puts you in an angry mindset, and that's going to keep you angry. So then when that same person comes back to you, it's going to make you angrier. And she's like, that makes sense, but, it just feels easier if I just let it all out sometimes. And I'm like, okay, you're missing the point here, but whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's like, for me, it's like, I'm trying to lift you up to a bare minimum that I would continue giving you my time. Hey, look, because I have a savior complex. I know I do. I want to help everybody. For me, you'll never end a dating conversation with me on a bad note. Because if I'm bored with you, I'm going to leave you with a piece of advice, assuming I'm never going to see you again. I mean, all right, cool. So look, by the way, water really helps with like skin. So if you want your skin to be more vivacious, you should probably change your position on the fact that you don't like water. Ladies, how do you not like water? I don't really drink water. I don't really like water. It doesn't taste like anything. What does that smell like if you don't drink water? I have a bad sense of smell, so if I can smell you, that's going to be a very big problem. You feel me? But like, if you don't drink water, how are you being flushed out? How are those toxins getting out of your body? Oh, you just drink bottomless mimosas all day. All right, well. Oh, God, I said this is my last thing like 4 times. I didn't even finish my original thought. But we're going to end it off on this one, and I'm just going to cut it off. Health. Okay? A lot of women, they look to the physical senses when the first impressions, when you first sit down at the table, you first meet them somewhere, or first whatever. How tall are you? How well put together are you? How confidently did you walk in? How good do you smell? It's like, what energy do you bring into the beginning of this? Okay, cool. For me, of course, I already talked about like mind stimulation, having a great conversation. Don't be boring. No, motherfucker, you don't be boring. It's like, I can hold a conversation. I'm not here to carry it, And also, what's an interesting thought that you've had recently? Oh, you said that you like this. So like, what gets you into that? I just like them. Okay, I've already asked you 2 questions about your shoes. I can't keep talking about shoes over and over. And then these will be the same women that say that you're boring. It's like, you are not, we're supposed to be playing ping pong here. We're supposed to be playing tennis. Your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. Introduction, laugh, ha ha ha. It's very simple. The whole flow chart of a conversation with a woman is very easy, But anyway, see, I'm going off. But the last thing I want to talk about for me is health. When I sit down at the table and I see a woman that has a whole bunch of bumps on her face, that's a turnoff for me. Not because all the bumps can go away. I can give you everything to get rid of all those. It's the fact that you are not taking care of yourself before meeting me. You are not putting in the work that I am putting in currently in my life, at least in that regard. Some women might have more money than me, but one of the things that I quickly realized, this is some red pill stuff right here, but this is one of the things I do agree with. I don't care how much money you have. I really don't. I don't care if you are on the Forbes list as a woman. That doesn't make me feel inferior. Now, for some men, I know it definitely does. But for me, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still going to pay for dinner. I'm gonna go here. Let's go here. Well, shit, if you want to drag me to this 5-star restaurant, you know you're handling that, because it is what it is. But nevertheless, I have no shame in that. But my thing is that I don't care how great your body is. I don't even care how much you can stimulate my mind. If your face is all fucked up, if your skin is all fucked up, that means you haven't put in the research. And then when someone wants to address that to you, that's a sensitive topic for you, because I could tell, because you put yourself through 13 different filters on your profile pictures, on your Instagram, your Snapchat. You do nothing but filters that block out all your acne. Ladies, y'all think y'all slick when you put these pictures up and you put all these little hearts and things all over your face. Not even the filters. You put them all there to cover up your flaws. Men that have played the game, we know this. And we will ignore you. Where are all the good men that match with me? The good men can read through that. That shows insecurity. That shows lack of knowledge of thyself. That shows all this type of stuff that I don't feel like teaching you. Unless you're 100% ready to learn, that's a lot that we got to get started on. That's a lot of patience required of me when I could just go find someone that's already there. But neither here nor there. There's a lot more to that statement. But I wanted to go ahead and end this video off. I'm going to go sum it up with this. The dating life is fun. It really is, because it shows me the different extremes. It shows me the different, what's the word I'm looking for? The different polarities, the different, from pretty much 0 to 100. I can tell where everybody lies, okay? And I can tell where everybody lies. Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. Real eyes, real lies. Stuff like that. But it helps me confirm a whole bunch of beliefs that I've had already. It's like the dating life, there's piss in the pool. In the dating pool, there's piss in the pool. You got to understand that. When you were a kid at the kiddie pool, when you went to Ocean Breeze, when you were at which one has the water park? Any water park, you were swimming in some piss. It is what it is. That's what the dating world is, especially if you choose to go the app route, okay? And there's a whole formula with that. And I'm going to break all of my random ideas down into this and this, but I just thought I'd give y'all some entertainment real quick. Dating apps, the dating life is actually fun. I can see, for those of you that always got a new chick, a new man lined up every weekend, I see why you do. For me personally, though, it's tiring. It's tiring, and it's only fun for my little sprees. Once again, I try about 4 times a year. 4 times a year, usually about a month and a half, 1 per season, maybe 3 or 4, depending on what I'm doing in life. But there's always a point in my life where I'm ready to say, you know what? I'm ready to just see what's out there. Once again, I'm not looking for, where's my wife? I'm ready to see what's out there, and that's all. And in the meantime, I just do my field research. I take some notes. I take some L's. I take some dubs. And I just further improve my C+ ranking. You feel me? Anyway, I hope this got y'all thinking about some things. Let me know y'all's experiences with this. This is a 37-minute video. I'm aware, so most of y'all didn't make it this far. But if you did, feel free to drop down what y'all have experienced in this world. Let me know where I'm right. Let me know where I'm wrong. Let me know where I'm limiting myself. Once again, I'm only just skimming the edge of some of this. I'm going to go in greater detail with some of these a little bit later on. But yeah, just let me know. I just wanted to have some fun, get my talking juices flowing again, you know what I'm saying? And this was an easy way to do it. So I love y'all, appreciate y'all. We're going to start making more videos, being more consistent. Again, I think break time is over. It's currently 4 o'clock in the morning right now. Well, technically it's a little bit later now, but it's I woke up at 4 and I've been up. It's my schedule is getting kicked back into gear. So if I'm back on schedule, my brain is going to be right. I'm going to be able to talk. I'm going to get my thoughts flowing again, and we're going to be back at it. Hope y'all appreciated this. I hope y'all got a laugh. Hopefully y'all took something away from this, male or female. Till the next one.